Transformers Age of Extinction is the first installment of Michael Bay's second Transformers trilogy, or the fourth Transformers film, however you want to look at it. And it stars Mark Wahlberg, Nicola Peltz, Jack Reiner, Kelsey Grammer, Stanley Tucci, TJ Miller, and some other people. And this is about a auto mechanic played by Mark Wahlberg, and he's trying to put his daughter through college, and he gets this truck that he wants to fix and sell, and it ends up being Optimus Prime, and it tracks some paranoid officials, government people, and they're trying to destroy all the Autobots and even Decepticons. They're trying to get rid of all the Transformers to have a peaceful world, but there are also some crooked government people that are trying to, you know, work alongside some of the other bad Transformers, Decepticons, whatever you want to look at it. And so, you know, there's this movie that has a lot of different plots going for it. You have these people that are trying to work with this Decepticon, and then you got this company owned by Stanley Tucci who's working on this thing. And, you know, it seemed like Michael Bay was promising that this is going to be a different Transformers film, and it's going to be fresh and new, but essentially it's the same damn thing as the first three. Don't get me wrong, I think that the first three Transformers films are fun movies to watch. You know, when the first Transformer film came out, I thought this was the greatest thing I've ever seen. Since then, I've matured, and my movies taste has changed drastically. And I think that, you know, Transformers 1 through 3 are fun films to watch. They lack some things, but Transformers Age of Extinction is just the same thing. It has the same structure of the same characters. You know, they talk about, you know, the characters in the beginning. There's some government conspiracy going on, some silly jokes here and there, some racist jokes, and 45 minutes of explosions at the very end. And it's the same structure, but this time it's 2 hours and 45 minutes, the longest Transformers film, and it felt so long. There are a few good things I liked about this film that were better than the previous films, and that's the addition of Mark Wahlberg. Mark Wahlberg is a pretty good actor. I really enjoy Mark Wahlberg in some films. He was great in Pain and Gain, and here it's so different to see him in this film than Shia LaBeouf, because Shia LaBeouf just was kind of annoying in the Transformers films, and Mark Wahlberg does so much in this movie, more than Shia LaBeouf ever did in any of the three Transformers films combined. And, you know, he gets involved with the Transformers, he fights, he's funny in the film, and he's just great addition to the movies compared to Shia LaBeouf. When you compare the two, Mark Wahlberg, you want him in there more than Shia LaBeouf. His daughter, Nicola Peltz, she plays in that Bates Motel show. She's an alright character in here. She's better than Shia LaBeouf's girlfriend in the third movie. And then you have TJ Miller, who is pretty funny, and Stanley Tucci here in the film. But the humor in here is kind of what got to me a little. It really felt forced compared to like all the other ones. They all seem forced. But here it's like, hey, we're trying to be funny. Look at this. Look at this. They're just shoving it down your throat. And at times it was funny. At times I just was like, this is annoying, you guys need to stop. And Michael Bay just tries to put too much humor into the Transformers films. Imagine if you just had a serious Transformers film with not a lot of humor and it took it serious with this darker tone. It would be so amazing. But here you have Michael Bay who tries to make every scene so damn funny when it doesn't need to be funny. And the scenes that are funny don't fit right into the situations at all. You have some action scenes going on, and then you have bam, I'm trying to be funny and switch it up a little. It just doesn't work. The Autobots in the movie I really enjoyed because they weren't dumb like the previous Autobots. You know, in the other ones you had those dumb twins and the little dog character thing. I don't even know. They were just so dumb in the other films. And here you had a few Autobots that were different. You had one voiced by John Goodman, which I thought was pretty cool. So a lot of the Autobots weren't dumb. They didn't say dumb things here and there like the other ones. And they said some things, but overall I think they were a little bit smarter Autobots than the other versions. So I think this is what I like there. There wasn't a lot of dumb side characters. The only dumb side character I could actually think of would be Stanley Tucci. And you know, when they first introduced him, he was serious, and then he seemed to kind of get a little dumb towards the end. So he'd be the only one that really I thought was dumb. TJ Miller was pretty funny in the beginning of the movie. For a first act, he was great. There just seemed to be a lot of side plots going on that kind of you get lost in, kind of confused of what is going on with the characters, what is going on with the plot, and it takes it away from the movie. And I think that, alongside the dumb humor, the camera angles were ridiculous in this movie. There were scenes where, you know, the camera was tilted from the ground up and just showed Mark Wahlberg at his car at a grocery station. You don't need to have all of these side angles here and there throughout the whole entire film, because it's stupid. It seemed to be a lot of little more slow-mo scenes in here as well that just kind of weren't needed. So the mixture of the slow-mo scenes and the camera angles, which seems to be Michael Bay's favorite thing, is side angles like that, just weren't needed. You know, I understand, you know, side angles when there's a shot of the humans and the Autobots together. You need that kind of the angle to get them both in the shot. But here, just with one person isn't needed. The length of the movie is also not needed. 2 hours and 45 minutes. My God, Michael Bay, cut that shit down to size. Hour and 40 minutes. Bam. Get to the point right away. Have explosions. Call it good. Not a lot of humor, and that would be great. You cut the movie an hour out, and it would be great. You know, I didn't fall asleep or anything. There were scenes where I was bored a little, but the explosions and the visuals at the end were great. Once again, that's what I go to see Transformers for. I go to see Autobots fighting Decepticons and just a bunch of explosions. That's what I want to go see Transformers for. I don't want to go see Transformers for dumb characters, dumb side plots with government conspiracies, dumb humor. Those are things that I don't care about. I just care about the Autobots and Decepticons fighting and explosions at the end, which I think is fun and makes for a good Transformers film. If you just switched it up with the other crap, it may be pretty good. I love the scenes when Optimus Prime is riding the Dinobots, Grimlock. They were fortunately not a lot in the movie. They were at the ends, but they were so fun to watch. Grimlock and Optimus Prime working together, that was really fun. And you know, all the other Dinobots in the film, that was really great to see too. So the new Autobots were really great along with the Dinobots, but I also think that the Decepticons and the villains in the film were trash. You know, you had one in the beginning, he was pretty cool, and then he kind of just left. And then you had this other Decepticon that Stanley Tucci was trying to create, and he was the villain, then he left, then the other villain came back, so he's like, who is the villain, who's fighting, and then it just ended. And it sets it up for another one, and I think Paramount announced that 2017 it would be released, but the villains I didn't like in the film, but I did like the Autobots and the Dinobots here. So Transformers Age of Extinction, compared to the other ones, I like that they added Mark Wahlberg and they got rid of all the other characters from the previous ones, but still it's that same structure and the same movies from the other ones, nothing different. You know, characters, government conspiracy, dumb humor, explosions, the end. That's how these movies are, and that's how Age of Extinction is. So I'm going to go ahead and give Transformers Age of Extinction a C-. I was really hoping for it to be a little bit different, but everything else was just kind of crap, and the explosions is the only thing that kept me interested throughout the film. So this is Just Watch the Movies with his review of Transformers Age of Extinction. Hope you guys had a great time seeing it. Let me know if you guys saw it, if you guys liked it, what are your thoughts on it, if you guys are excited to see it. I know there are some people out there that absolutely love these films, and so I think that if you like the other ones, you guys will like this one, maybe in a little bit better. So this is Just Watch Movies. Please remember to subscribe, comment, and I'll see you later. Bye.